Another qualifying match besides Umaga and Jim Duggan is John Morrison and The Miz taking on Shannon Moore and Jimmy Wang Yang. We haven't spent a lot
Jimmy
of time.
Wang Yang with the party bus. Yeehaw!
I love him. What a fun character. What a fun guy. We haven't spent a lot of time talking about him. Any fun Jimmy stories you can share with us?
It's just that, you know, you look at Jimmy.
Yep.
And you expect the Grown Ups movie with Adam Sandler.
Yes.
They're at the pool, and the wives are all looking at the big jacked up lifeguard and everything comes walking across the thing, and they do the slow walk, and the women are all like, I hope he talks to me. I hope he talks to me. And they like, hey, what are you doing? He's gonna say it. And his voice didn't match his look at all. Kind of like Mike Tyson. You expect Mike to have a little tougher voice. You're used to Mike now. And nobody's going to tell Mike, hey, Mike, your voice, fuck that. You talk any way you want to, Mike. But with Jimmy Wang Yang, you look at Jimmy and you don't expect to hear, hey, howdy, how y'all doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. I think Jimmy has a very, very Southern accent.
No doubt about it.
And he's just absolutely just one of the greatest guys you're going to find, man. I think that he found his calling with his party bus that he has. I think he still does. But he's an entertainer and he's a fun guy to be around. And yeah, it just when you look at him and then you hear him speak, and it's like, what? Who's talking? It's like when Kai and Ty used to cut their promos.
Indeed.
I didn't expect to hear that from them.
Right. Hypothetically, what would that sound like, do you think?
What's that?
The Kai and Ty finishing line.
Indeed. Oh, how I envisioned it?
Yes.
Indeed.
My God.
I ain't gonna like bite on that. I ain't gonna bite on that there hook.
I thought you did. I thought you did the voice for them for real. I thought you were the Indeed voice. This whole time I've been under that impression.
I don't even understand what you're saying.
Okay. We're going to do that.
God damn it. You saw them to cut their promos.
I did.
Okay.
And I saw their lips quit moving, and then I heard the noise.
Sometimes, man, we had shitty audio.
I got it.
You would have a bad night.
You didn't have shitty audio this night. We see Michael Buffer. That's right. The guy you used to see in all the big WCW main events. He's here. And granted, this feels like the most logical place for him to be. The Rumble, the Royal Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. I mean, it's sitting right there. How does this deal finally come to be where we've got Michael Buffer at a Royal Rumble?
I think that there were many attempts, frankly, through the years to get Michael Buffer. I know Pat always wanted Michael Buffer to be the one to introduce the Royal Rumble with Let's Get Ready to Rumble. What hurt that then was obviously Michael's association with WCW.
Right.
And so we're not going to use Michael Buffer. I don't think that Vince saw the allure. There was Michael Buffer wasn't going to sell any tickets, but you see him, the phrase is iconic. And I don't know if Eric might have helped us out on it or what it was, but it just, look, man, everything lined up. It just, stars aligned, everything worked. And we finally got Michael Buffer to come in and be able and do the Let's Get Ready to Rumble for the Royal Rumble, which again, hindsight would have been great to have all those years. To me, that would have been worth it because he was fun. People knew who he was. People knew the phrase. People knew that no matter what you did.
Let's talk a little bit about the the way we structure these matches. We talked in our 89 Rumble episode about how the Royal Rumble matches were structured to further existing storylines and then develop new ones. So who came in when, who threw out who, all that sort of thing. But now you're really trying something that's a lot different than what you may have tried in 89 because you've got a Raw brand, you've got a SmackDown brand, and now you've got an ECW brand. Does that make it more difficult, or is it just more of the same?
It's really more of the same. It's still the same. It's still the same match. It's still the same concept. Your stories are still going to be within the same, but the unique opportunity that it does present, which is good, is where you wouldn't get a Raw guy and a SmackDown guy the rest of the time. Here is an opportunity now in the Royal Rumble for their paths to cross and do something that you couldn't normally and ordinarily do.
Let's talk about a couple other surprises in this Rumble match. Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka. I don't think a lot of people would have expected those names in this match in 2008, but we see them. Are you involved in wrangling some of these legends? I know your relationship with Roddy. What can you tell us about getting Roddy involved here?
I might have wrangled Roddy, for that. And I want to say maybe it was Brian Gewirtz who always loved the Roddy and Jimmy coconut angle on Piper's Pit. So, that again, when you talk about WWE moments, that's an iconic moment. Oh, you like the coconut? Here's a coconut. And break the coconut over Jimmy's head. So that was a nice, how do you do, to nostalgia and to yesteryear.
This show's unique too, because we have not one, not two, but three commentary teams. Does that lead to any extra stress or chaos backstage just from, how the hell do we handle three separate commentary teams, or is it business as usual because you've done it in other languages for so long?
Yeah, not for me. No, that's easy. Yeah, because they're only doing their matches.
Right.
They're not now to try and have all three of those different teams commenting on the Rumble match itself. No, but that's mashing a button, boom, and you're done. So that part's easy.